Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by From Scratch.
Justin, when was the last time you made a fresh meal from scratch? I'm talking about ketchup, aioli, sourdough bread, pastas, brioche buns, ricotta cheese, butter. This restaurant's main focus is to make everything from scratch.
That's right. From Scratch is a 2-time award winner for the best burger and pizza of the state of Utah. They also have beef stroganoff, roasted beet salad, braised brisket, grilled salmon, and more. Heard enough about the food? How about the alcohol? How about the Scratch margarita and the Scratch seasonal beer? Everything from scratch.
Located at 62 East Gallivan Avenue in downtown Salt Lake, open 6 days a week, Monday through Thursday from 11 to 9, Friday from 11 to 10, Saturdays from 12 to 10.
For takeout and reservations, call 801-961-9000. That's 801-961-9000. Online orders at www.fromscratchslc.com. For more private events, email hlevino@netwasatch.com.
And remember, if you want fresh made meals, no one's better than From Scratch. Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive. It's your weekly boys. That's what I hear every time I walk into somewhere, dude. I'm like,
Or take a pee-pee.
yeah. Every time I go to the bathroom, it's like somebody's like,
There's nobody even around, but you can hear people laughing.
does he call that a penis?
It's like angels or something.
Hey, welcome back to this side of the Beehive.
Episode 75.
Episode 75 coming straight in your back. I'm working this weekend. That's just how I'm gonna start this podcast.
It's funny you've said that. As I mentioned, I was talking about, Wayne just got to work this weekend. I'm like, well, I don't work weekends anymore.
Oh yeah,
we just kind of flip-flopped there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, you know what the worst thing is? It's not only that you're working. It seems like we picked the hottest days to lay asphalt.
Do you mean the hottest days to have 300-degree goo fall out in front of you and you stand there and sniff those fucking fumes and blow your brain cells out the fucking window?
And with the owner of the company.
Oh, he's there too?
Walking around. Oh yeah, he takes off. He could. Oh, dude, we'll get into that. But it's just like, dude, talk about chafing.
Yeah. And you can't.
It's a mixture of heat, and then your body heat, and then your Gooch-Heat.
Your Gooch-Heat.
And
what a name for a band, Gooch-Heat.
Oh.
Dude, we should make Gooch-Heat bags.
Oh, I just got it. Hey, what jacket is that, Justin?
Oh, yeah, this is the newest jacket, the taint from Gooch-Heat. That's not Dolce & Gabbana? No.
Yeah, that's Gucci. That's fucking awesome. We got merch coming at you, people.
Episode name. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Dude. So you told me you call me.
Yeah.
You're all, hey, yo, you got a sec? I'm like, yeah, what's up? The phone rings. Now, when you call me,
Yeah.
I know it's something serious, right?
Yeah.
It's either the best news or the worst news. So
Yeah.
I pause before I pause. I pause before I answer the phone because wow, this could go one of two ways. So I'll think about it for a second. Hello?
And I go, Mom?
Yeah. You look at your phone? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. I was I asked my boss a couple days ago. I said, hey, so why don't you give me a guesstimate or how our schedule is gonna be this week, just so I know exactly when to record.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just plan on working.
Exactly. Don't you fucking hate that, dude? They're like, now, needless to say, I probably brought it on to myself because I've been talking here for the longest time. I've been laughing at people for working over the weekends. It's been like 2 years since I worked the weekend. Over 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And now I get to work Saturday, Sunday, and also next week I get to start traveling all the way to fucking Honeyville.
For those of those that aren't around the Utah area that know where Honeyville is, almost to Idaho.
It's
basically.
Canada.
Yeah. You should pack up a couple weeks worth of clothes.
And they expect me to go and come back every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Huh? Do you get paid to drive down there?
I was told I want to get paid one way.
One way.
Yeah.
One way. Do you
Or
get
another.
Do you get to pick?
Find you. I might not get you. Yeah.
Do you get to pick which way?
I get half and half. I don't know, dude. They're talking about we will start either Monday or Tuesday,
Okay.
depending on how this job is gonna go. Also, they're talking about maybe getting me another truck because mine it's not gonna make it.
It's notorious for not going all the way.
It's not gonna make it.
Kind of like you. So it fits Angel.
It's not gonna make it. And also, I've heard maybe a park and ride, which is gayness.
So
Shout out to all gayness.
you guys, where you work, there's nobody gives a fuck. They're like, yeah, you guys can all ride together. You don't have masks and shit.
Mask.
COVID.
Oh, I have one in my lunchbox just in case.
Where I work, they do not allow people in the same truck unless they have masks on.
Dude, speaking of that, I've been seeing that shit. Like, we've been working on the
Right.
on the road, and yeah, there's just like company trucks that drive by, and they'll have their masks on.
But company two is like,
here it
fuck
is.
it.
Yeah, but here's the thing: that you have your mask on, but like they're passed the fuck out in the back. I'm
hate
like, I
that.
do not want to be driving that truck. But dude, it's hot as balls, dude. People are bringing us drinks. We're paving right in front of a tear apart or whatever, one of those buildings, and they came up and gave us like a cooler full of water.
They felt bad for you. A junkyard.
And like, we work at a junkyard, but we don't do what you guys do. Like, fuck that. But no, they brought it up to us, and
Dude's got a cigarette, one tooth. He's all, you guys need some water.
dude, I got something to tell you about a homeless guy. It's fucking hilarious.
He brings this water to you out of one of those Maverick refillable cups that he used from last week. He's like, here you go.
Dude, okay.
No ice.
I'm gonna say it right now. So yesterday we were finished the day, and this homeless guy came
Are you
up.
sure he was homeless?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, he looked like his decisions haven't been the best.
Looks like he's seen better days for sure.
He had a mask on, and I'm pretty sure he had holes in it.
Looked like my underwear.
Yo, he came across the road just to ask us one question and one question only. He came up to us and he looked very homeless. And he looked at us and he goes, "You guys work for Mr. Company too?"
Oh.
And obviously he say his name, and we're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I went to high school with that motherfucker piece of shit." And then he walked away, dude. Like, he just walked up.
He came in, served, and fucking walked out.
Dude, somebody in the crew was like, "Wait, why does he have to be the dumb motherfucker?" Dude, it's so fucking hilarious, dude. Somebody's like, did you hear what that guy said? I'm like, no, what? He goes, "You guys work for Mr. Company too?" He was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, I went to school with that piece of shit motherfucker." He just grabbed his fucking 7-Eleven bag and walked away.
That's great.
It's so fucking funny, dude.
Fuck.
Have you heard that that expression of like a rich guy stays rich because he doesn't spend his money?
Yeah.
So Mr. Company 2 is famous for basically not splurging. He keeps his money. So he came to the job site, and he's always 100 miles an hour. Whatever you're doing, he's like, "Hey, Angel, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm digging."
No, hey, Angel Moroni, what are you doing right now?
Dude, that's funny. Yeah, he's like, "Angel, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm in the machine. I'm digging. There's a truck right next to me. What else do you want me to say?" And he goes, "Okay, cool." And he goes, I'm gonna buy you a taco. I want to buy you a taco. I want to buy all you guys a taco. And I'm like,
So racist.
I'm like, wait, huh? What about a BLT? What the fuck?
He probably said that to the white guy. He's all, mayo? Yeah, I knew it. So racist.
Dude, so he came and he goes, I want to buy you a taco. I want to buy you guys a taco. And we're like, okay. So he walked away, dude.
Is he losing his mind a little bit?
Yo, he came back and he has this bag of food, right?
Right.
Gives it to my boss. My boss comes to me with the plate full of tacos. This is in the middle of the workday. And he goes, here it is. And I'm like, oh, sweet, because I've heard stories that he's not that big of a giver.
Right.
Per se. And he goes, there you go. I'm like, oh, fucking hey, dude. I'm like, sweet. And he goes, 2 tacos for you, 2 tacos for someone else.
That's it?
I'm like, oh, I only get 2 tacos out of this. He goes, that's how he rolls.
You didn't buy tacos for everybody?
No, but that's so funny because he counted us. He went, I want to go buy you a taco. I'm like, okay. And in my head, I'm like, he's literally going to bring a taco per person. No, you brought us 2. No. He's like, 2 tacos for you and 2 tacos for someone else.
Where were they from?
I don't know, but they were good.
Oh, so they weren't like Del Taco or
No.
tacos?
They were fucking, dude, they were loaded, by the way.
Oh, okay.
They were good.
Ooh.
I was just,
Well, that's nice.
we usually kind of want him to do his thing and then
Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to start a conversation.
Right.
But every time he comes to me, hey, Angel, I'm like, you gonna do my podcast? He goes, what? I'm like, my podcast. And he goes, oh, yeah. I don't know. And then he turns around and says, you, help me. Fucking take off. I'm like, yes.
Isn't that the worst is when they show up and they're over your back? You're like, fuck, this heightened sense of fucking, God damn it, now what am I going to fuck up? And you always fuck up.
Yeah.
You always fuck up when somebody's over your back watching you.
And especially because you see your boss, which is usually a boss or something you look up to because you go to him for answers or whatever, and you see your boss crumbles when the owner of the company is like, hey, and he's like, hey, you do this, and we're like, hey, bitch, what are you fucking yelling at me for?
We were just talking dick and fart jokes. Now you're yelling at me, asshole.
He told you your truck is dirty, motherfucker. What are you coming at me for?
You were sleeping in that fucker before he got here. What's your problem?
Yo, speaking of that, my boss is gonna get a new truck. They said, coming from the boss, he's like, hey, 3 weeks out, you get a brand new truck.
Oh, he gets a brand new truck?
Which means I get his, which is a lot better truck. A lot better. Still an oldie, but it's still a lot better truck than what I got. The tank I got going on right now.
Well, I got a new truck today.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, let's talk about it. Hey, you know what? Should we get to JSYKs before we go on our things? I got a couple for you. First of all, shout out to. Hopefully, I'm not destroying your name, Michaela Belknap. Or Belknap.
Yeah. Shout out to Michaela.
Yeah, she says, so episode, JSYK episode 74, she said, we were talking about golden showers last week.
Yeah. What does Theo Vaughn call it? The Boston bird bath?
So he says, the golden shower fetish is associated with the defiling of a woman. Some men who have this fetish typically seek a woman outside of the home because they cannot do this to their wives.
Oh, so only whores do this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Only, what do they call it?
Whores?
No, what does the shop calls them? Not hoot rats. What do they call them? Like,
I can't remember.
Where they park their semis?
Oh, lot lizards. Yeah. Oh, lot lizards, huh?
So they cannot do this to their wives and look at them with the same loving eyes. And sometimes it's just simply a way of feeling closer to your partner by exposing those vulnerable parts we don't normally share. That it's good information. And all I can say is, ladies, let's step up our game.
Yeah, I don't think you could look at somebody the same after you took a pee-pee in their mouth.
Another thing that I want to bring out is some JSYKs from last week, just like we did.
Yes.
As a lot of you guys heard, Boston is Justin's favorite band in the world.
Well, not my favorite.
I know. And he said Did they sing "Carry On My Wayward Son"?
I don't think I said that.
No, yeah, you did. And it's
don't think I
Kansas the
said-
one that sings that.
I don't think I said that.
Yeah, because you say, "Oh, Boston, Boston is my shit," and I said, "I really want
Yeah,
to
'cause
sing
you
"Carry
sang
On
it,
My
right?
Wayward Son." You're like, "Yeah."
Didn't you sing it? Well, apparently neither one of us know.
No, I do know. Also, the New England is in Boston. So when I say Boston, shout out to the Patriots. You
I
say,
know I said that. I know what you were talking about. I don't need to be corrected on that. It was a joke.
What's the point of this JSYK segment? Do you have one? Didn't you?
So it's not Barry Goodrich. It's Barry Goodrow. And he's still alive. But Brad Delp, the singer, is dead. So I was on there.
Yeah, you were. Is it around the ballpark?
Close enough. I knew one of them was fucking dead. And I had the Barry in the good, just not the Row or the rich. Who are those from anyway?
My wife.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. She thrives on, oh, fuck.
No,
Like that.
she's fucking.
No, I
called
love
me
it.
out.
I love it.
So
Shout out to Mama.
my boy Justin motherfucking Simmons.
Huh?
I forgot to mention it last week.
And that's,
JSYKs. You got a new job, sexy.
I didn't get a new job. I got promoted.
Yeah.
Promoted at work.
Which, by the way, yeah, shout out to Justin. He's right here.
So, how I got into this position in the first place is beyond me. I am proof that you can lie your whole way through your life and get to where you want to get, right?
Did you called me Monday morning? Yeah, I lost my job. They heard the episode.
No, I was promoted to an office gig. I am a scheduler right now. I schedule everything. Everything.
Yeah.
I schedule, I hire, I fire, raises, all that kind of stuff. This guy right here.
Guess who's getting a new job?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I got a new truck.
Nice.
I just got a new truck.
Yo.
I got another truck.
Yeah. Dude, not only that, but the I saw the little thing they did on the tailgate.
Yeah.
We talked about it. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man.
Yeah.
On that truck?
Yeah.
Motherfucks.
Well, I don't have to look at it anymore.
Yeah, that's
I got
true.
a newer one. But it's white now. I don't have the cool
I am
silver
a
one.
real American.
No, I got an office.
Nice.
I have two.
dude.
You know you're legit when you have two screens on your computer.
So now I can give you all these files and you can just put the podcast
If
together.
you think I have time to do anything, you're out of your goddamn mind. I have been so fucking busy. I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna smoke this. This is gonna be. I fucked up.
Really?
Yeah, I fucked up. I'll get it.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
it's not at all what I thought. There's a lot that goes into it, into moving that whole engine.
I mean, it's not company one, so they're not gonna force you to get it done in the first day.
But no, it's cool. I enjoy it. I have to wear collared shirts.
Ooh.
I got a pair of nice tennis shoes.
I got some that says company too if you want them. I don't think I'm ever gonna wear them.
So,
So what is it? What does your job consist on? You just sit on a computer all day? Come on, yeah. Hey.
kind of.
Yeah.
But my phone rings
Yeah.
fucking constantly.
How's that computer work treating you, bud?
So I schedule the pickup and delivery of all the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
I do the ordering for all of the goo asphalt. There's not just one kind of asphalt, just so you know.
Really?
No, there's a list this long of different kinds of mixes.
Oh, but
there's a
there's
science.
different
to it.
cities too, right?
Yeah,
There's
like
different
everybody has their own, like
yeah.
UDOT, the city.
Because all I
there's
know is
sorts of-
asphalt and coal patch.
Yeah, we don't have cold patch,
Ooh.
so I do that. Like I said, I do interviews.
Have you ever done that? Well, you've done that,
I
right?
did it at company one. I
Yeah.
did. Yeah. So
You fire people at company one too?
yeah.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, I have. And here's the funny part. I'm sure he doesn't listen to this, so it doesn't matter.
So fuck him.
Two of the guys that I had to fire work at company 2 with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
So, hey, bud. Yeah, motherfucker. It's like kitten
Right off the
gloves.
get-go.
Yeah.
Getting some fucking
Yeah.
enemies right off the get-go.
Well, so yeah, I'm that guy. Hey, I'm gonna get you a taco.
Give him one.
Yeah. So no, it's cool, man. I'm mind boggled on how I
Yeah.
got into this position, but I'm so blessed that these people and I worked my ass off at Company One,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to that point, but I didn't drink beer and hang out with the guys
Yeah.
to get where I want. I won't even get any
Yeah,
farther
for
than
sure.
that, but I work for a place
I'm
that really.
tearing up right now just thinking about it, bro.
I work for a place that appreciates what I do.
Yeah.
And, no, it's great, dude. I'm so stoked to be in the position I am right now. Yep.
That's nice, bro.
Yeah.
Happy for you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot to mention it last week because we knew that you got it, and I also you brought it up to the guys that we were hanging out with last week, right? Now, can we talk about this?
Why couldn't we?
Shout out to Dre and Bad Boy Brian.
Shout out to Bad Boy Brian and the number one chief.
Let me guess, Dre.
Yeah, the number one chief.
Yeah. Yo, by the way, in this world we're living in right now, is he allowed to call himself chief?
I think it sounds kind of racist to me.
I think we should do some search.
Yep, I think we should. I think he needs not worry about
Yeah, I don't think
everybody else. But hey, bud, we need to talk.
No, but we mentioned it to those guys. Now,
You can't say that anymore. You cannot say chief. Remember, they did away with that.
back in Company One, there was I don't know if I can say his name, but there was this flagger, Native American,
Yep, I remember.
Shorty.
Yep, no teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 hairs in his
yeah.
beard.
3
and
this long.
curve
too.
fillers coming out of his nose.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I saw him, like, how in the fuck don't they itch your fuck? Anyway, we're not going to get into that. But
And he had the Indian name of
Yeah,
all Indian
yeah.
names. Like,
so I remember someone came up to him. I think it was a truck driver or whatever. And then he was like, hey, I'm just going to come this way. Can you just make a little bit of space so I could just pull in here? And he was like, yeah. And he goes, all right, thanks, chief. And he was like, because, it's kind of like I call people boss. Hey, what's up, boss? Like I call you boss, whatever. And he was like, I'm not a chief. Don't call me a chief. Now, for this 50%er to call himself the chief,
and not even one of those percents
it,
is a chief.
anyway. No, but we talked about this. Now, let me ask you this. Was it an odd night?
Very odd night. Extremely odd night.
Were the vibes already a little off?
First off, I thought there would be a lot more. So we went to a bar, right?
Yeah.
To watch the UFC fights. Not very many people there.
Yeah.
And I understand low key, we wore our masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, very odd night.
First thing that threw me off, I walked in there and it was our DJ buddies, right? And I'm like, what's up, dude? And I go to Dre to shake his hand and he gives me a fist. Now I'm like,
That's okay now.
I know. But also, when you know somebody,
Yeah.
and he is the one that had traces of fucking
Corona,
COVID.
yeah. Maybe he was looking out for you.
But that threw me off. And then, sorry guys, I'm going to say it.
Yes.
You guys were getting on my fucking nerves. And here's why. Because Brian doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. And I say this because he knows I love him to death and he's one of my best friends. And then Dre never loses. So you put two DJs
Right.
next in the same table. Now did I remind you 10 years apart?
Right.
And you're talking about, Brian talking about, Nelly or G Unit and 50 Cent, and I'll tell you who they are later.
Okay.
And then you have the Dre's talking about Pop Smoke and 69 my sister and all this shit. And so And so here's Dre saying, well, I get influenced by the people that are right now, even though they look like the Joker. And then Brian's like, how the fuck can you say? And I'm just like, yo, I really just want to watch the fights now.
And that's all I wanted to do was
Yeah.
watch the fights. Everybody kept asking me, hey, Justin, yeah. I'm like, what's up? And I would watch the fights, and the conversation would go on for 3 or 4 minutes. I'm
We
like,
were arguing all day to the point like Dre told Brian, you're a fucking snitch. And then Brian told him, why don't you go back to where you came from? I was just like, jeez. But
and then you had the 2 white guys over here that just stayed the fuck out of everything.
And I was, and I got to be in the middle. I'm like, which way do I turn?
Oh,
but
fuck.
you know, we love him.
Hey, even though it was odd, I still had a good time. It was
Did
nice
ya?
to get out, kind of hang out. Until
Wait, should I say?
go ahead.
How he started
Go
with
ahead.
me. Sometime that night, there was this girl that came up to our table because someone else that went to high school with Dre brought her to our table, whatever.
Right.
Introduced herself, and I'm not trying to be racist here. She was from Africa,
like straight from Africa.
straight from Africa.
Yeah.
And she came up very outgoing. She was like, hey, what's up? And what's your name? And you. And then she started like, I just broke up with my boyfriend, but I'm just here to have fun. Even though she was there by herself. It's like, yeah, but I don't care. And just very talkative to the point where I was like,
Right.
Okay.
Right in front of the TV.
Yeah.
As I'm watching the fights. So right in front of the TV. Now, she wasn't a tall gal. She was kind of short and, out there a little.
Hefty.
Excuse me. Out there a little bit. But my eyes kept panning back and forth because she just kept going and going and going and going.
Yeah, you don't want to be rude, right? You don't want to be the person
No.
not even looking at her. But so then she came up to me and she goes, what are you? And I said, Mexican. And she goes,
You're a Homo sapien.
I'm like, a man. No, I said, I'm Mexican. And she goes, no, you're not. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, really, what are you? I'm like, I am Mexican. And she goes, no, you're not. There's no way. I'm like, look, that's one of my best friends for 20 fucking years. Go ask him while I go and I walked away for a sec.
Would have been great if he's Russian.
And he's Polynesian. So she asked, and this whole time she was like, wait a minute, hold on. So you're trying to make me believe that you're Mexican because I don't believe that. How many kids do you have? I'm like, none. She's like, there's no way. I'm like,
That is very odd for a Mexican, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Very odd.
Yeah. Yeah. And I said, no, I don't have anything. I don't have any kids. And she's like, oh, really? All right. Well, whatever. And she started asking me all these questions. So I flat out said, first of all, I had some juice in me.
You had Diet Cokes and a drink, right?
True. And a shot.
No, that's right. You had a shot.
And so I said, look, you've been looking at me with those fuck eyes. You want to fuck me, don't you?
Oh, is that what you said to her?
I said to her.
Oh, I
And
didn't hear that.
Yo, and she was like, well, I mean, and when you say that, I'm like, you do. And I said, don't you? And she goes, I mean, it's just, I mean, if I had the chance, why wouldn't I? I'm like, exactly. But to just go
Oh,
ahead.
really?
And
She said that? Oh, I
And
didn't
so
hear
just
that.
Go ahead and say it. And then she started saying, I can't even bring it to my white friends because all my white friends want to hook up with you. And I'm like, well, what's
Holy
wrong?
shit,
and,
man.
and I just went, I was like, what's wrong with sharing? Well, I don't do that. I'm like, well, maybe that's your problem. Maybe that's why you broke up with your boyfriend.
That's why your boyfriend broke up with you, and you're here at the bar by yourself.
And then the focus went off to someone else.
Well, it was nice. So what she said to you was a lot nicer than what she said to me.
That's why I couldn't stop laughing when she said that. I'm like,
She's like, you're Mexican. No, you're not. You guys rambled and did whatever.
Yeah.
And then as the fight's going on, she pans over to me and she's all, you're gay.
dude, she turned to you and scanned you from head to toe.
She's like, well, you're gay.
What's up with you? You're gay, huh? Yo, the look that Justin gave me, he just looked at me like, what did I do? And you are like, well, no. And
What?
she was like,
What is? Okay,
You are.
I'm gonna tell you. Right now. That's not the first time somebody's fucking
you
said that to me,
serious?
dude. I've had multiple people ask me.
Wait, was it because we
Are
were
you gay?
kissing?
We were holding hands. we were taking drinks and like putting our arms
Oh
around.
yeah, that's right. But they were beer, so we
Yeah, they were
didn't think
beer, so
nothing of.
wasn't that gay, right? But I've had a few people say, "Are you gay?" Now, people that don't know me,
Yeah.
that just automatically, I says, "Where the fuck would you get that? Why would you think I'm gay?" Well, you're all dressed up and you have your hair done and everything. And I looked over.
What do you mean I shower?
I felt appalled because I got cleaned up and looked good. But I was almost speechless. And what do you say to somebody's, well, you're gay? And she didn't say, are you gay? She says, you're gay. Fuck. At that point, I was like, you need to go. But then she didn't. She just hung around,
And then
scallyvanting around and dancing and shit.
And then you're like, well, maybe I am gay. If everybody thinks so.
Being gay means I'm not going to fuck you, then
It was
yes.
the funniest thing ever, dude. She just looked at you and said, what about you? You're gay, huh? I almost spit my fucking beer and I look at you and you're like, what the fuck is up with that? Oh, dude.
Do I look gay?
I laughed so hard. Just today.
Not that night. I didn't look gay.
No, you didn't. By the way, how nice was it to go and take a piss while you're looking at a sticker of the other side of the Beehive?
Shout out to that
Shout
bar
out,
named
dude.
Sue.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty fucking good. But yeah, that was odd, dude. When I walked in, I'm like, something's odd.
It was a very odd environment. You could almost, it was like chewing on a fucking chunk of rubber. Just kind of
But I wonder
odd.
why, though. Like, the fist threw me off. I'm like, really? When you just barely met me? I mean, I get it. I guess I'm just not used to it.
The whole gay thing really threw me off. You just met me.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not used to, because especially my boys, that I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, hey, just fist me. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And then ever since that, I just sat down.
How was the food?
I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but it was the same bar, different location.
Right.
Wings weren't what I remember.
Completely different.
Yeah. Which was another thing that made it odd.
My Philly
Yeah.
was outstanding.
Oh, was it?
The jalapeno chips, it was outstanding. Jason said
What's
that his burger
outstanding?
was outstanding.
Oh.
So, of course,
Jason showed up with the,
robot arm.
and then what was it that he couldn't do?
Well, he couldn't bring it. He couldn't bring anything to his. He just had surgery on his tendons and his. What is this? Your
Arm.
well, I know your
No, I
arm.
know.
What part of your arm, asshole?
I don't.
That's like saying you're gay, but like you're gay on the weekends or you're gay full time. You got to specify what part of the arm, right? But no, he just had surgery, so he couldn't bring the mug up to his face.
Oh, yeah, that's what it
was
was.
funny is he couldn't put his mask on because you had to have two,
That's what I was looking.
you had to have
He
two
was like,
hands.
I gotta go to the
put it
bathroom.
up.
She's like, you gotta wear your mask. Like one arm makes it all the way to his ear, the other one can't. Like, somebody help me.
Had to loop it around the corner of the table. And,
Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
do you want a beer?
Yeah, dude.
We have wine.
I'll slam one. I have one. But that threw me off, dude. I was like, this is not how I remember hanging out with the boys. Now, let me tell you this though. Last couple days ago, actually yesterday, my phone decided to just literally take a shit on me. He just said, I'm not going to show you my face. So it went completely dark on me.
The screen wouldn't work?
Yeah. So I did have podcasts on my headphones. So the thing was on. I just couldn't see anything.
Did he get too hot?
I couldn't get... No, because I was playing with it.
Of course you were playing
And
with
then
it.
my phone
You're
was
always
there.
playing with it.
No, I was playing it with it before I got out of the truck. Well, I guess I didn't fix my fucking situation there. But all of a sudden, like I grabbed it and it was just dark, and I started turning it on and off and nothing. And I started touching the screen, nothing. I managed to turn it off, start it back up without even seeing it, just by memory.
Oh, okay.
And I plugged in, and I synced my fucking headphones again. The whole thing, I am stuck. I kid you not. I'm stuck listening to the other side of the Beehive.
Oh, yeah. I listened to all 74 episodes.
Again. Like 3 or 4 episodes ago. And I don't know if you know this, but obviously, as I listened to last week's, then it ends and it starts the weeks prior to that one. And it was the one with Becca. Mm-hmm. There's a point in time when she said that when she edits her podcast, and sometimes she turns around and starts watching Little Women in LA.
Right.
And you ask me, do you know what that is? And I say, yeah. And as she's trying to explain you, I go, spinners, dude.
Yes.
They're spinners.
That's all I got from the story.
And you go,
spinners.
and you go, oh, spinners. And then we move on.
Right.
Into talking to something else, about something else. And she says, oh, spitters?
Oh, I thought she said spinners.
No, she thought we said spitters. So she said, oh, spitters. I used to have that nickname for a while.
Ooh.
I was like, the things you don't get right at the moment.
Well, it took you 2 weeks to get that there, bud. A little bit behind schedule, but hey, we got it.
And I'm like, did she really just say that?
Just sent her a message, y'all. It's about the spitting, right?
So, was this a Oregon thing or a Utah thing or a Vegas thing?
Well, in Vegas, I would assume.
Yeah, dude. So I was listening to that, and also I came across the last episode we were talking about, and I hate to bring it out again, but I came up with something that kind of makes me think maybe that's it. Remember we were talking about what's the fascination of having someone squirt on you?
Yeah.
Hear me out. Do you think it's just the fact that when we, for lack of better words, come, it's a visual thing?
Probably.
For them, it's not unless they got the Bellagio on your face.
The Bellagio?
Yeah.
The fountains of youth?
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Because
once
they go, ah! And like the legs start fucking shaking.
I don't think I've caught that one yet.
And then you will wait till you have sex with me. And then you see the thing squirting, spraying all over you. Then you know does he just have
she just actually came,
she
right?
just had an O. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then it becomes visual and you go,
I'm the man.
Yeah. Because when you
sense.
finish, you usually just do it on her back because you don't know who she is. You know what I mean? And then you know what a Superman is?
No, it's a Superman.
You come on her back and then you make them lay on a sheet, and then when they wake up, they have a cape. But anyway.
Oh, it's god awful.
But I think I'm a doctor, dude. I'm serious.
Mexican? No, you're not Mexican. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. I really think that's what it is, because then it becomes visual.
It makes sense. It makes sense because you've accomplished the goal. Because I guess, like she said, some girls fake it.
Yeah.
Right. So do you really ever know? Because how easy is it for a woman to fake it?
Yeah.
All they got to do is moan and like pretend to shake
and do a kegel, and you're like, oh, I fucking did
I'm
it.
the fucking man. Yeah, but guys, it's not that easy.
Yeah.
I guess you could spit on her back. You're all,
You want me to ask you a question that I've been
dying to ask me?
Yeah. Well, I'm dying to ask I just realized that I haven't asked my wife, and I don't know why. I want to ask you.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking podcast.
Sometimes the
This fucking podcast
sometimes the roads that open up at this podcast, it's like a fucking intersection. We either go
I can't wait for
left.
I can't wait for the Jays what Katie's lady's gonna give us next
You
week.
could go right, or you could go spooge.
Spooch and the Gooch. Ooh. Anyway, let's just say I'm having sex. Well, but let's not say. Imagine me having sex with my wife, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm imagining it in the garage.
But look, I'm fixed. So obviously, I team boss nuts. You know what I mean? Like I finish inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do they feel when I finish? Not when I get to do my kegels, but when I go. Psst, do they feel that?
Well, why would you ask me that question?
I
I've never
don't
had
know.
a guy come inside me. I always make him pull out. I'm not a whore.
Oh, this is definitely a clip. Justin, you need to fucking abroad your horizon and think
Well,
about
you
this
tell
thing.
me then.
Well, I don't
what does
know.
it feel like when a guy
I
comes
never
to
ask
you?
it because here's the thing: if I finish, because here's the thing though: if I finish and I just keep pumping like I haven't, and she feels it, and she's like, "What are you doing?"
Isn't it weird?
like, hey, come on! It like taps me in the back. Come on, bro. We know you're done. We know you're done. But you just keep going. and then she's like, well, I know you're going to class. Right. What are you doing?
Isn't that weird? Once you go, the blood's done. It's time to fucking settle down, right?
Yeah. Your dick is like, dude, I don't know why you keep pushing me in here. I'm going to bed.
And why is it like pump? Wait a second. Pump. Wait a second. Pump. Instead of like squirting.
So many fucking
This
questions.
is a breakthrough right here in science.
We need a fucking, what did she say? A sex therapist.
Yeah, we do. In more ways than one.
So many fucking questions.
She's also, tell me you're gay. I'm like, what? Fuck.
What would you ask me? I never had a guy come in me. Oh my god. So fucking funny.
Oh, dude, let me ask you this. Let me flip the script on you a little bit, okay?
Let's do it.
So, I'm in this new position, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in this position, we talked about we'll hire new people.
Mm-hmm.
These times, the phone calls come in because you can't get in the doors.
Yeah.
You basically, you can fill out an app. They make the phone call. They call you back. And I don't know, because maybe we've talked about this, but it kind of flipped a light switch in my brain. And I asked myself, well, I do this all the time. Other people do this all the time. But let me ask a real Latin fella why this is, okay? Why do white people talk in broken Spanish when they're explaining something to somebody that speaks? You know what I'm talking about. Right?
Let's see if we're on the same. I hear what you're saying. Let's see if we're on the same page. Give me an example.
So, like I'm going to explain something to you, okay? Like we're talking. Mm-hmm. I'm white, maybe, right?
Yeah, and gay.
You're Latin, right? Okay. So I'm like, hey, so I need you to go to the shop and I need you to open up the drawers and I need you to get the tools out. Once you get the tools out, I need you to put them into the... You see where I'm going, right? Yeah. And then when they're done, it's like, well, hey, Bill, how's it going? Yeah. You know what I mean? Why?
Meanwhile, I turn around with my friends. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That's what I'm saying.
You think we're stupid?
That's what I'm saying. Every Latin person has got to think when a white guy talks to him like that, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like we're almost imitating a Latin person that speaks English, not the greatest.
Yeah.
but obviously their English is better than our Spanish. But why do they do that?
I don't know.
And I will be honest with you, I do it.
Oh.
I do it. And I don't mean to.
Yeah.
But they'll roll the R's or they'll, do certain things that you would only talk to a Latin person like that.
I thought you were gonna go with like when someone talks to like I want to say us, when someone's talked to us, like that inspector that I always tell you about. Like he comes to us and he goes and he just like drops Spanish words that he knows. Like he goes, "Hey, we gotta pick up the tierra," which means the dirt,
Right.
and take la máquina, which is the machine.
No, this is white people. The only fucking words
he's
that
white.
we know are like
even though he looks like
Chiquito
leather.
or fucking La Verga or like
yeah.
Biche or whatever. But we speak in a broken tongues,
Yeah, yeah.
basically, when we're talking to somebody in Latin who clearly just talk normal to them. They fucking know what they're talking to.
Yeah.
But they get an accent and they get a slow.
I notice that when I speak Spanish, I pick up a Spanish accent from another area that is not where I come from. And I look at myself and I go, why am I doing this? This is the weirdest fucking
When
thing.
you speak in Spanish?
Yeah, like when I speak Spanish to other people, I sound like I'm from Mexico City. I don't know why. And even my Latin friends, like my buddy Nestor, you met him. He's from Venezuela. And he goes, sometimes you really go from like Mexico City accent.
That's like a Utah accent to like a New York accent.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Uh-huh.
Fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they're like, why? I'm like, I don't know.
Hey, was you gonna go out and play ball, eh?
But you know what I also, because this happens to me with the wife, for example. If I go somewhere and there's let's just say I go to the GS,
mm-hmm.
and the clerk is Latin, my first reaction is not gonna go and talk to that person in Spanish. My first reaction is like, I'm gonna talk to you like I will talk to anybody in this fucking store,
right?
Which is English. English. Speaking of accents, which is English. You know what I mean? So I go and it so happens that when my wife knows that person, she always, and I fucking hate when she does this, and she knows. She usually goes, "Oh, do you know my husband?" And I go, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you." And the person goes, whether it's a female or a male, it's like, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you." And then she just like, "But you guys can speak Spanish. It's okay."
Oh,
but I'm just like, well, but I'm just like, well, no, because if you ask me, if back in the day when I was learning Spanish,
right.
If someone came to me, like if a white person came up to me and they were giving me their broken Spanish, in my head I'll be like, "What, you don't think I know English enough to have a conversation with you?" Like, to me, it's not much of a disrespect, but I'm like, you already assuming that I don't speak English.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's the same thing that I tell my wife when I go and I say, "Hey, and I'm starting speaking English to somebody who it's clearly Latin, or not clearly, but because then you also never know.
Right.
Because he could be a person that, like, I know many of them have.
I was born in West Valley. What the fuck?
Exactly, with Latin parents. You know what I mean? So, I've met so many people that are like, "Well, no, my parents never pushed Spanish on me."
Right.
So, my little brother, he's 15. He only knows how to say ass and dick and balls in Spanish. That's all he knows.
Right.
But yeah, if I had that conversation with somebody and somebody's like, "Hey, hola," even to this day, and I know some fucking guys over there. One of them is a DJ. This calls himself something he shouldn't. He's gonna be like, "Hey, so Holmes." He's gonna be, after this episode comes out, he's gonna be like, "Hola, cómo estás?" And I know he's gonna say it. But to me, that's like, when someone comes to me and says that, then I go, "Oh, so you think I'm stupid enough to not know English?"
Right. No, so, I hear you.
But I understand because it's happened to me when people's like, "Hey," and they pick up an accent and you're like,
you're all, I don't have a learning disability. I didn't drive the short bus here.
Like-
you don't have to explain things.
Excuse me, sir. I went to Harvard.
Yeah. Word?
So yeah, I hear you. But you do that. That's funny.
I don't mean to do it.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things that I think there's those fast words because when you get talking in white guy thing, you start talking really fast and they slow it down and they bring it down. And I watched this happen and he was explaining you've got to get on the website and you have to log on to this. And I could see this guy going, you stupid fucker.
I put podcasts together, motherfucker.
But I'm thinking, I'm like, I would have said it the same goddamn way. I think it's just a white person thing.
So weird.
When you came here, did you know English?
I knew enough to have a conversation.
So when did you start speaking English?
Well, your homeboy was in private schools, like kindergarten
that's right.
private
I forgot
schools.
you were one of them rich fucking kids.
But I slowly took our name down to the ground, dude. And I'm like, you're just gonna go whatever fucking school opens the door for you. But
is there a school of hard knocks in Mexico?
But I remember that like one of the last English classes that I took, the teacher would come in and she would show us pictures, and then we would go like,
Gato. That's all. No. Cat. Right?
well, they're teaching us English. Why would we say gato?
That's what I'm saying. You said gato. She told you.
Why would we say gato?
Cat.
Yeah.
You're, oh yeah, that's
No,
right.
but she would show us things. It would be like chicken, and then we'll be like a box or whatever, and that's how you start learning,
Right.
words. And then you can just, like I knew enough to say, like when I came here, I knew enough to have a conversation, and I knew how to say, for example, oh, I don't know how to say this. I'm gonna find another way to say it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
You explain it with your face and your hands. You're all.
no, I drew.
You know.
I drew things.
You always have a pad with you. No, but when you came here, did people do that to you?
Oh yeah.
Before
for
they
sure.
realized that you could legit talk in English.
Dude, you know what's something that I used to do, and I used to do it by myself. I used to. that's for video guys. That's for visual guys only. I used to pretend that I'm having a conversation with someone, and in like even if I was interviewing somebody famous, like I will make a conversation in my head.
Like, would you stand in front of the mirror? Yo,
No.
hello, Angel.
No. Like,
Are you gay?
Like when? Are you Mexican?
Are you Mexican?
No, like when I was going to school here, I would I was close enough to home that I can just walk home, and while I'm walking, this is like I'm freshly in this
Right off the boat.
right off the boat, and I would just pretend to have a conversation with somebody, and and not only having my conversation with them, but they having a conversation with me.
Right.
And so I would just like pretend to be interviewing, like, I don't know, famous people, famous singers, famous whatever.
You call that conversation or interviews. We call that crazy as fuck.
People see me outside, I'm like arguing with somebody.
Like that homeless guy. Yeah, you work for company too? Yeah, fuck that motherfucker. To yourself.
Yeah. But I don't know. You know what is another thing that bugs the shit out of me? When people come to me and they give me that fucking next Friday, the Joker fucking accent. They're like, what's up, Holmes? I'm like, first of all, I'm not a gang member. For you to be fucking talking to me like that, Holmes. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get you.
Every fucking person. You know what I'm saying, Holmes? Or whatever, Holmes? Oh, homie? I go, I'm like, look, motherfucker. I'm in my own shirt, by the way. This guy right here. It's a band that I play for. That douchey.
No, because I wear, like, I have 37, the other side of the Beehive t-shirts. I wear them all the time. And I always ask myself, are you an asshole for this? Because if I was in like, let's just say I played fucking guitar for Pantera,
Yeah.
and I wore a Pantera shirt, wouldn't they be like, "What the fuck is that?
What the fuck?
You can't do that."
Dude, I always thought about this because I never play with these shirts on, and I have a couple of shirts from this band, and I had a couple with the latest one that I play for, and I never wore it on stage. And I was like, maybe I should just fucking cut off the sleeves, and I could just be like, it'll be different than the ones we're selling. But I'm like,
But do you ever see big bands wear their own T-shirt?
Yeah.
Never.
I do.
Ooh,
I just saw
maybe
that.
Mana, or they would wear their own
I
shirt.
just saw that, and I said, why would he be wearing his own shirt? I can't remember who he was.
Limp Bizkit. Dave Matthews Band.
Dude, Limp Bizkit needs to come back.
Do. He's all fucking cut the sleeves off. You know, he's directing movies now.
Dave?
Fred Durst.
Oh,
Yeah.
He just put he's directing a video for, or he directed a video for Tommy Lee.
Oh, really? Like a music video?
I saw that on on Instagram, and I go, yo, you look at him now.
He's all
got like a
skinny.
white
yeah, he's all
beard,
white
dude.
beard. Yeah, yeah. He's aged quite a bit, hasn't he?
He was a tattoo artist before he was a fucking.
Yeah, he was.
Yo, but
That's how he got famous. He was tattooing the guys from Korn.
Ooh, yo, he found Puddle of Mud.
He signed Puddle of Mud to. Can't remember what the record label is that they had, but they
Yeah.
started a record label. That was their first band. Korn signed Limp Bizkit and Orgy. Remember Orgy?
Mm-hmm.
Limp Bizkit started their own
I got that fire starter. Yeah.
Firestarter. That's Prodigy.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's orgy?
Orgy. How does it feel?
Oh,
They
to
redid
treat
that old.
me-
That,
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
redid that old fucking Blue Moon or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then Limp Bizkit signed a label and signed Puddle of Mud. And then Puddle of Mud did cocaine and blew that shit out of the water. I think he's the only original member. The Wes, I can't remember his last name.
Westland or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Good band back in the day, but
Limp.
both of them.
Oh, West, the
Puddle of Mud.
singer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, but the guitarist was West too, right? On Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, Wes Borland was the
Borland.
guitar player for Limp Bizkit. Yeah.
Dude, Limp Bizkit should fucking.
It
But
was
I
a
guess
good
they-
band, man. It was a good band.
I guess they do play still. Just not fucking. It's just not a fucking.
Making albums and shit,
Yeah.
just playing shows.
It don't sound the same either though. And like in the last couple of albums, West, the guitarist wasn't there.
So he's back.
John
with
Otto's a
he's
bad
he's
motherfucker.
back with the band now.
Yeah.
I think they did one new album with him. So
Yo, I saw him at Solitaire. Dude.
do you know where they got the replacement guitarist after Wes left the band? They did a contest for like a battle, like at Guitar Center. Or no, back in the day it was Musician's Friend. Remember Musician's Friend?
Oh, that remembers Mars music.
They had tryouts in all these cities, and people lined up out the door. In fact, I had a friend that auditioned for it, and he didn't make the fucking cut. But that's how they found the guitarist. It was a fucking contest.
That's how they found Robert Trujillo for Metallica after Jason left.
No, they just did a whole bunch of
But he was with
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy.
Yeah, and I'll smack the shit out of you if you don't know this.
No,
Angel.
wait.
He's even Mexican, and you don't even know?
Robert Trujillo? He's
Yeah.
not Mexican.
Robert Trujillo? I can't even. A white
Wait,
guy
hold
can't
on.
even say his last name.
I know it's in the fucking. It's in the documentary.
Okay, so I'll tell you one band, but
Okay.
it's not the famous one. Infectionist Grooves. He was the bass player for Infectionist Grooves, and
Give me a song.
I'm
Give me a song.
gonna give you one clue. Ready?
Yeah.
Pepsi.
Michael Jackson.
I didn't say pedophile. I said Pepsi. Big difference.
Who?
Suicidal tendencies.
Oh,
Come on,
God
man.
damn it, dude. We just talked about this last week. Dude. But they my brother-in-law did a what do you call it? Casting? No, casting. What do you call it? Audition for Red Hot Chili Peppers. And they were very interested in him, and he did drugs. So that went away.
Do you know who they have now? John Frusciante
From?
the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He was on that Californication album. He was
But they
way
have-
back in the day.
No, but they have a new kid now.
No, he's back. They got
Oh.
rid of that kid
For the second time?
for the third time.
How about Red Hot Chili Peppers with Dave Navarro?
Oh, that
I
was
never-
good shit.
I never got to it. I don't
was
even
good
know what
shit.
album was it.
It was. I love all of you. Remember that?
No.
Yeah.
But my
It's my aeroplane. That was Dave. That was Dave Navarro. Fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers era. My
a good
friends.
song.
You remember My Friends?
Yeah. That was
That
a good
song. Yeah, that was Dave Navarro. Dave Navarro and Carmen Electra.
Yo, Carmen
I would
Electra.
watch those two have sex.
Oh yeah,
all day long.
for sure.
And I'm not gay,
Yeah,
I'm not gay.
Yeah, he's not watching Dave,
but Dave Navarro,
but we are.
I would watch him have sex all day long.
Dude, that motherfucker is 50 years old.
He's sexy too.
Did you know he's into fucking
Guys, sweet. Tattooing, right?
no?
Yeah, he's a tattoo fucking dude.
Judge?
Hosts that- yeah.
Why the fuck did you see the judge
I don't
all of
know,
a sudden?
I don't know.
Yo, I do appreciate his Batman symbols on his
Yeah,
shoulder.
yeah,
Those
yeah,
are
yeah.
fucking cool. But
So,
no,
what band did he come from?
Alice in Chain.
No, God damn it,
hold
Angel.
on, I do know it. Oh fuck, I can see him playing with it. It's a name. Hold on, I'll come back to it.
Hit-
But wait.
Perry Farrell.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I can see. La 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 da da na 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 na.
Porno for Pyros.
No, he's into. Yo, don't tell me. I will come up with it before
I just
the fucking
told you
episode.
just a second. You didn't listen? I just told you. Never mind.
No, he's into fucking.
Hanging fucking, yeah.
Putting-
The hooks in your backs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people say that's an orgasmic fucking, like you can get off. It doesn't sound fun to me.
I was just like, where can we hang this? God,
On the next
you're the
episode?
handy one, motherfucker. Come up with
Get some
something.
hooks up here. Well, we need to take some tiles out here and find out where the struts
I go
are
back to
at.
the other side of the bed, like pushing each other.
I accidentally kill you doing. I'm like, oh. How am I going to load this episode now?
What's the band?
Porno for Pyros.
No.
Oh, that was Perry Farrell's.
Yeah.
Jane's Addiction.
Jane's. I told you it was a name. Jane's Addiction. God damn it.
We should have a music podcast.
Yo. I thought you were gonna.
Yeah, well. Thanks for spilling the beans.
They didn't say nothing.
I know.
Hopefully. Dude, I'll be badass. Yo, is it possible for us to have another podcast? How gay would that be? That would be by the way, when I say gay, I mean happy.
It's not like you said the F word.
You mean fame?
Oh.
But what else do you know about music? Seems like you know a lot.
When I was a teenager.
When I was a young boy,
see, and I don't know what that is. Keep going.
took me into the city, I think it is, to see a marching band. That was a Bullet for My Valentine or whatever. That's where fucking
No, it
that's where Joe Rogan's cousin.
No, it wasn't.
I told you that's a true thing.
Yeah, but it's not. That's not Bullet for My Valentine. Those guys aren't. Yeah.
It's bowling for soup.
I believe it's. I can see the guy in his stupid, sparkly fucking outfit and his dumb fucking haircut.
I don't know why I want to say 30 Seconds to Mars.
No,
but
it's not 30 Seconds
that's
to
Leto.
Mars.
That's Leto.
It's well, just let us know next time. I'm sure somebody will fucking
See,
know.
that's why we need Chin. Pull that shit up.
When I was a teenager, that was my life. That's all I gave a fuck about. Music. I didn't care about anything else. I had a mediocre, shitty job at Shopco, and you know, but that's all I cared about with music. What?
Oh, they're playing music across the fucking hallway.
Radio station over there having fun, huh? But no, that's all I gave a shit about. So I dive, especially like from 1990 to 2004, 2005, just ingrained in music, everything.
Best era for music, go.
For me,
Yeah.
Early Seattle music is my shit. Like fucking Soundgarden.
How's that? Oh, okay.
Alice in Chains.
But era though, like years. 90s, 80s.
From like 90 to
early 2000s.
Yeah, that gap right there. For me, the older I get, the farther back I go though. Like I'm really, really digging like late 70s, early 80s. But my shit, definitely like Seattle sound. Dude, I fucking love Soundgarden. I love Alice in Chains.
I can't, dude. Don't fucking flip on me on this one. I can't believe you don't like System of a Down.
No, I can't stand that shit. That's
really
garbage music.
Have you heard Audio Slave after Chris Cornell died, and they had Sir
Be Real?
Sir Turkian or whatever? No.
Oh, I didn't.
From the
hear
singer of
that.
they play like a
that.
stone. Oh, it's fucking tits, dude. Just the way he. I mean, I like him. I like him a lot.
I just can't stand the dude's. He's got a unique voice.
Yeah,
I respect that.
they got a unique sound though.
But yeah, I just never got into it. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's the worst fucking, but just not my shit. Sorry, bud.
What's your fucking friend into?
What friend?
The drummer. I know he's Mana, but
well, he's like really hardcore shit.
yeah,
But like
Goats.
what he
Ghost is not
goats?
Ghost.
Oh, I thought you said goats.
No, I'm into goats. They're fun.
Me too. Goats and sheep, fucking tomato, whatever.
Ghost,
Not
is
Ghost.
but it's not Ghost. Is not heavy.
No, it's not. When you look at it, if it was a still shot, you'd be like, "Oh, well, that's some devil shit." And then
Speaking
you
of
listen to
goats, they die on that.
y'all. This is radio rock right here.
Yeah, this is like, is
Yeah.
this a choir? Another band that has a really
Excuse me.
a really fucked up look, to put a word, but they're not that heavy. Gore.
War, yeah. You ever seen a Gwar live show though? I've seen Gwar live.
You know what?
And it was an experience unlike any other.
Live?
Live. I saw him at Saltaire.
Really?
95, 96.
But they're not heavy.
Not really heavy.
Yeah.
More radio rock.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you would be like, what the hell's going on? And like they had wieners that were pissing blood,
Yeah.
every giant wieners. They had centipede fucking things eating chicks and shit on the stage, and it was so weird. It was music, but it was more of a theatrical production,
Yeah.
more than anything.
When I went and saw, do you remember Lollapalooza? Mm-hmm. I went and saw them here at the amphitheater, and they had. I was watching A Perfect Circle, and they came up. They were singing. They were all dressed. I think I said this before.
Listen, they had blue plaid
Yeah.
shirts and tan
And they
pants.
looked like they work at Office Depot
Exactly.
or some shit. Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
I was at the same show.
And there was a fat guy that would come in and like clean their instruments as they were playing. They would like spray their face and like clean him, like whatever, give him water and shit.
Incubus was there.
That was weird.
And Audio
Incubus.
Slave was
And
there.
Jurassic 5.
And Jurassic 5, that's right. Yeah, it was a good show,
Audio Slave
wasn't
too,
it?
yeah. Audio Slave closed.
Oh, no, we won't even get into it.
What?
I had an experience there unlike any other. I had smoked some recreational
Yeah.
drugs there.
Yeah.
And standing on the heel of fucking USANA, I lost my fucking mind. And it was right when Audio Slave
Yeah.
came out. Shout out to Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
But yeah. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. I was with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, were you?
Our
I was
boy
like, yeah,
Aaron.
my Packers, but I
Yep.
hear you.
I mean, we're tossed the football around,
Like he was here?
talked fucking insurance and shit.
Dude, Audio Slave was the only band that I've seen that had the drummer wasn't facing the audience. Do you remember this? He was looking back,
yeah.
and then he had a mirror in front of him. That's how they would see.
Right.
That's how they would see the people.
It was a good show.
It was an awesome show.
Awesome show.
I remember I got free tickets from a buddy of mine. He's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna go. You're gonna go." I'm like, "Yeah, shit, whatever." I go to this fucking piece of shit place or event, and I go, "Yo, that was this shit."
Best concert you've ever been to?
Well, you can't.
You can't say Mana.
Hands down.
Yeah.
You really want me to? Don't judge me on this.
Janet Jackson.
No. Female though.
Taylor Swift.
You nailed it. No, dude. You fucking. I never.
What kind of music?
Let's just say my wife rocks the same haircut.
Oh, Pink.
Yeah. Yo, it's amazing.
My mom and my aunt that was on the podcast
Mm-hmm.
went to Pink and said the same thing. It was like one of the greatest shows.
This
they've ever
one,
seen.
the one here.
I don't know if I'm pretty sure it was here. She
Yo.
flied around and shit.
I got videos, dude. I was just like, plus I was like, from here,
Pee in my mouth. Degrade me.
I can't do that with my wife. That's why I sick on the women.
We don't live in the same home.
That's why I sick on the women outside of the marriage.
It always comes back around.
Dude, I was from here to the door too. I was that close.
Oh wow.
I mean, it was fucking.
How much were those tickets?
You don't want to know. But we ended up with 2 kids after that instead of 3. No, they were a fucking nut. But also, she came up and then she started sing. She was gonna sing like an acoustic set, a couple 2 or 3 songs, and I remember that she was talking. I have it on my Instagram, and then she said something to the public, and then she got quiet. And right as she got quiet, Angel in the back, I love you, Pink. And she turned to me and goes, I love you too. And then because it was from here to the door, she's looking at me and she goes, oh, look at you and your tattoos and your long hair and everything. And
Is that what she said?
I swear, I have it I have it here on a podcast. I have it on my phone. And then I said, I love you, or whatever I was saying. And she goes, oh, look at you. I will tackle you. I will do this to you. And I will do. And then she goes, oh. And then she said, oh, his wife is there. But then Amy was like, no, go ahead, do it. And then she goes, oh, you want me to? And then she goes, I won't though.
I'll watch. Of course I will.
He was like, no, I want, oh, you want me to? She says, I won't though. And then she turned around and started singing, dude. It was
What
like,
is it with you and all these stories? I think one time you told me about a Backstreet Boy or a fucking NSYNC. That's all.
I just,
I love you, Joey! He's all, yeah. He's all backstage.
that's NSYNC, but go ahead.
Okay, well, whatever. What did I say?
Joey. Oh, you said Backstreet Boys. Dude,
Donnie!
I went
Donnie!
to see I went to see Britney Spears.
Oh, you did?
I took my sister, but she was back in the day.
Back before she went crazy as fuck?
Yo, she was the hottest fucking thing out there, dude.
She was. Was she hotter than Christina Aguilera, though?
Yeah, she's always been.
I disagray.
She's always been.
I disagree.
But Christina Aguilera can wail, dude.
I disagree.
She can fucking... Really?
Back when there was The Rival, back in like late 90s.
Like the
back when there
dirty...
was
You can't tell me she in the dirty video. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That's a fucking person that needs to eat. She's kind of...
Well, she's eaten plenty since then. No, she's eaten Christina Aguilera. She's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal now.
No, she's not big, but she gained weight. Like, she looks good.
When she had that like corset and the dreads.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
Dirty.
God. And then Brittany and like the schoolgirl, I'm like, nah, not me. Look, make me feel like a pedophile.
Oh, dude, Brittany with the fucking snake? I'm a slave for you? I was like,
I don't even know.
I hope so. Oh, dude, Brittany was, and then fucking Justin Timberlake there did the grand opening, and then she went bye.
What do you mean by grand opening? Like doing them all?
No, the rumor is that she lost her virginity to him.
How can you not love that guy?
Justin?
I've told you a million times. That is my fucking.
I went and saw him, dude. I mean, he has such a
Then
fucking.
Angel.
Such a fucking talented guy, dude. He can do it all. He can act. He's funny. He can sing. He can dance. He can fuck me.
He's the quadruple threat, huh? Yeah. Remember when he ripped that
Oh yeah.
cover off Janet Jackson's titty?
I don't care what people say. I don't care what people say.
It was on purpose.
That was on purpose.
It was on purpose.
Because there was no way that she was like, "Hey, I want to put pasties just in case my titty decides to
Remember
fly
they were
out.
like,
I could get you naked by the end of this song. Titty out."
remember what? They freaked out about that shit.
Auntie Janet.
They freaked out about that shit. And then the last Super Bowl that we had, we watched a porno.
Don't say that.
We did, didn't we? Didn't we?
Yo, just so people know, we wanted to do a video about that. Remember
We
that?
did.
We
It just
wanted
never
to
happened.
Yeah. Why? I think it was because obviously we didn't want to do it way after the
I think that's what it was. It was
like it got to a point when it was like,
schedule
okay,
conflict.
yeah,
It was 2 or 3 weeks behind.
yeah, and they were like, fuck, everybody's bitching about it. Why would we do it? But it was fun. Have you seen so I'm not, you're a fan of Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
Have you seen the videos that he does on his Instagram?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Those are fucking hilarious.
They're pretty good, aren't
and
they?
I'm not, and I don't even like him that much. And those are fucking awesome.
He's definitely an acquired taste.
Yeah. Yeah, not for me. But
So his videos are kind of his stand-up is what I like. His
you seen him
the
live?
way he's awkward, and I like that shit.
Have you seen him live?
About it was a while ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. He opened up for who did he open up for? I want to say he opened up for Schaub the first time I saw him.
Really?
Way
yeah,
back,
because they're boys.
Way back in the day.
They're boys.
Yeah, in fact, yeah, that is who he opened up for Schaub at Wise Guys way back in the day. I don't know.
I told you that I went to see Bert Kreischer.
That's right.
You know who he brought? Jesus Trejo.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Nice.
In fact, this weekend was supposed to be Schaub,
Right.
and he canceled or he postponed.
Right.
So this weekend is Jesus Trejo.
Really?
Yeah. And whoever bought tickets for Schaub can go to Jesus Trejo for free.
Are you going to go?
Dude, I would have loved to go. I talked to the wife yesterday. She's like, dude, I'm dying to go. It's just my work, dude. I really
that's
don't
right.
know. I
That's
really
right.
don't know.
Your boy up.
That's why I wanted to go. That's the only reason why I wanted to go. Because Jesus Trejo has a special on Netflix right now.
Right.
And I haven't seen it, but when he came here with Bert, he was trying out some new stuff.
Oh.
So if you hear this podcast, like the podcast that we listen to, which is all comedians,
Right.
you know that they talk about it all the time. They go out and they perform things that they're working on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's
Right.
how they go, okay, this goes, this is not ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he came here and like with no shame, he was like, hey, what else can I talk about? And then like pull out his phone. I'm like, oh yeah, how about this one? And then he goes, if you follow podcasts as much as we do, then you understand. You go like,
Right.
yeah, do your thing, bro. I mean, just make me laugh. That's all I ask. But
I love it because even if you went to go see a band And they're like, hey, we've been working on this song.
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to
Exactly.
hear it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go just because I can go and see that one person.
See how it's progressed.
Yeah.
I hear you.
And also, I need to talk to somebody there.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So, but it.
Nudge,
it's
nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But it's just it's my work. And it's so happened to be this fucking weekend.
So you couldn't even gone to Schaub.
Dude.
You would have got fucked. You'd have had to give me your tickets. Well.
You know what? You know what Amy said too. She said, "Well, why don't you since they're because tonight's are free, and tomorrow she said, well, why don't you go with Justin? Because it doesn't. It's just because I bought these tickets, they're free. So
Right.
I still have the tickets. We still have tickets for shop.
Right.
But the email was you can come out and see this for free. This one's on us. So Amy's like, well, why don't you go with Justin? But I literally I didn't know we were gonna do this podcast today.
All right. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. But
We make it work.
I think
We're here for the people.
we love you. Thank you so much. So
You ready to wrap this up?
probably
All right.
because I gotta go to work tomorrow.
No, I'm sorry, dude.
That's
Sorry,
cool, dude.
brother.
Don't worry about it. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hey, one thing I want to say that we didn't say yesterday. Thanks to
Yesterday.
last week. Sorry. One thing I want to say that I forgot to say last week is thanks to our sponsor, our first sponsor, from Scratch. Yeah. We were supposed to meet up with them tonight and go eat, but my schedule at work is all fucked up that now they were like, well, maybe we can do it tomorrow or maybe we can do it next weekend. So hopefully next weekend we'll be able to see that.
I'm just going to go there and be like, hey, hi, I'm Justin from the other side of the Beehive. They're all, who the fuck are you?
You can, dude. Might as well, might as well go and have them see us. We're like, oh, these are the guys.
Oh, these guys.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll all pull out the fucking cloth and...
And then I gotta.
Hey, Roberto, over here.
You're like, can I get a plate of?
I get a plate of chimichangas.
Why didn't you say goodbye to us talking like that? Talking like you're talking to a fucking
Thank you so much for joining the podcast,
Holmes.
Okay. Follow us on Facebook, The Other Side of the Beehive Podcast. Instagram, The Other Side of the Beehive Pod.
This is giving me anxiety, by the way.
I haven't said anything racist.
I know.
Until next time, we'll see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Peace, Holmes.